Today we're heading to Modern to see just how big we can grow our creatures with a combo of Pain Harmonicon, probably better known as Isshin Two Heavens as one, and Exalted creatures. Plus, sometimes we just turn our Isshin into an Eldrazi. We've got a limited edition Commander Clash playmat for sale. It's only available until July 31st. You can get regular Stitch or gold foil signatures from the Commander Clash crew, and you can pre-order it now over at mtggoldfishmerch.com. Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another edition of Against the Odds. So last week on our Against Odds poll, it was Isshin for Modern that took home the victory. So today we're heading to Modern to do some Pain Harmoniconing with Exalted Isshin Conscription. So let's talk about this deck, what it's trying to do, jump into some games, see it in action. So we're built around our Pain Harmonicon, Isshin Two Heavens is one, a 3-drop creature that is essentially a Pain Harmonicon for attack trigger. So how are we trying to take advantage of Isshin in Modern? Answer number one is the Exalted mechanic. We're really like Exalted Tribal. Exalted is this mechanic that when you attack alone with a creature, that creature gets +1/+1. The big deal is instances of Exalted stack. So if we have 2 Exalted creatures and we attack, we'll get 2 Exalted triggers, the creature will get +2/+2, or 5 Exalted creatures +5/+5, and it works with Isshin. So if we have 5 Exalted creatures in Isshin, we attack alone with a creature, we're going to get 10 Exalted creatures, giving that creature +10/+10. So that's kind of the goal of the deck. We play our Ignoble Hierarchs, our Noble Hierarchs, our Nardi Glories, our Knighty Infamies, our Quasali Pride Mages, stack up a bunch of Exalted, play Isshin, attack with any one creature, and hopefully kill our opponent in just a couple of attacks. We also have a couple of big Exalted payoffs. Rafik Exalted, plus if we attack alone with something, it gets double strike. Sublime Archangel just gives everything that we control Exalted, and Exalted can show up on the same creature twice. So if you have like Rafik and Sublime Archangel, Rafik's gonna have Exalted from itself, but also Exalted from Sublime Archangel, so it's going to give a creature +2/+2 when it attacks alone. So essentially, we can stack up enough Exalted creatures that we might be able to get to the point where we like attack with a single Noble Hierarch and just 20 damage our opponent with the help of Isshin. Eldrazi Skull just finds all of our pieces. The other hilarious plan to this deck is Sovereigns of Lost Alara. Sovereigns of Lost Alara, one more Exalted payoff, but it has another powerful attacks alone trigger. When a creature attacks alone, we can tutor an aura from our library and put it on that creature. So the trick here is we have some Eldrazi Conscriptions in our deck. The biggest, baddest aura in the multiverse gives the creature +10/+10 trample and annihilator too. So if we have Isshin out, we can play Sovereigns of Lost Alara. We attack with any random creature and we get to tutor out 2 Eldrazi Conscriptions, put it on the attacking creature. It's giving +20/+20 and trample and annihilator 4. And then we just win the game. Like even our Noble Hierarch's going to be a 20/20 trampler. So in theory, a single attack with any creature with Isshin and Sovereigns of Lost Alara should just win us the game. We also have Cyanid Rocko to be a cheap flyer and also to give our creatures protection, trample, a bunch of abilities. We have all these multicolor cards in a ton of different colors, so the abilities the Cyan Rocko gives to our team is actually pretty relevant. And then Invisible Stalker, just a funny thing to Eldrazi Conscription. Removal, Prismatic Ending, great in a 5-color deck. Mana base, not going to talk about it all. A bunch of fetches, Triumph Shock, and basics. Sideboard, some removal for creature decks, some control hate, Dovin's Veto to Fairy, land hate, some artifact and enchantment hate, rest in peace for graveyards, and that is Exalted Isshin Conscription for Modern. That's our Against Odds deck for this week. So let's jump into some games, see it in action. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll be back in a bit with a wrap up. Looking to pick up some sweet Double Masters 2022 reprints while prices are cheap? Well, you can snag them all from our sponsor, Card Kingdom, by heading over to cardkingdom.com/mtggoldfish. We are trying to Isshin in... Oh, we gotta mulligan this. In Modern. And, well, okay, we can keep this. We got a Hierarch, we got a Sovereigns, no Isshin yet, but we could potentially tutor one up. We'll see how disrupted we get, but Isshin's and the Sovereign could be good. We'll keep Conscription to the bottom, Temple Garden untapped, and Noble Hierarch go. Opponent Swamp, Ether Vial, Swamp Ether Vial, interesting. So maybe like Eldrazian taxes? Well, Misty Rainforest, go. Opponent, picking up the Vial. Schwamp. Gifted Ethabone. What are we tutoring up? That's the real question. Green-white, Eldrami's Call. We really need mana. Although actually Night for Glory seems hilarious. Let's take Night for Glory. Night of Glory. Got him! Misty Rainforest Kraget. So we have green, white, blue, black, no red. Yeah, let's take Steam Vents, that's fine. Steam Vents tapped. Play a land. Yeah, we probably gotta play the Night of Glory. It would be sweet to just run out the Scion of Draco, but I feel like Thought Seize is probably the way our opponent can deal with this, so just getting down the Night of Glory seems pretty good. Opponent vials in. Insolent Neo. Oh, okay. Well, now that we know our opponent's Black Rat, this Night of Glory is looking a bit worse. Still stops the Gifted Aetherborn at least. So this might be some sort of like Madness Vampire Aether Vial deck? Blood Crypt. Yeah, we were deceived by the fact our opponent drew 2 basic swamps. Nighthawk Scavenger goes to combat. Well, I guess we're hoping we draw lands to get to these sovereigns. Opponent passes. Charismatic ending. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. Scion of Draco. Go to combat. Attack with the Night of Glory. Hit you for 4. Pass the turn. So we need 2 more mana to get to Sovereign. Opponent discards a land. Sacks the Neonate. All right, draws into something to Vial. Blood Tithe Harvester. And we're probably gonna have to kill the Scavenger at some point. Blood Crypt, tapped. Still, we definitely need a land because we need black mana just for Isshin, even if we can find it. Opponent gets in with the Scavenger or not. All right, opponent's gonna pass. Oh, wait. Sacks of Blood, discards a land, and passes. Land, Prismatic Ending. Prismatic Ending the Scavenger. Go to combat. I think we still just get in with the Night of Glory. The pro black's paying off. It's working. And the vigilance is also helpful. All right, opponent down to 10. Well, this is not as explosive as we'd like, but it's kind of working. Opponent vials in. Captivating Vampire. All right. Well, I mean, if our opponent could go Vampire, tap everything, steal Scion, that would be bad. Vampire, no attacks. Well, okay. There's a land. Well, we need to Prismatic Ending Captivating Vampire for sure. And they Violent a Vampire and steal something. No. All right, tap land. There's our black mana. This does mean we are 1 land away. 1 land away from Sovereigns. Still no Isshin, but about it. Takes it up to 4. So that could be Vampire Nocturnus. Wow, this pro black has done serious work. I guess it was the right tutor target after all. Wow, opponent skips it up. Okay, well, that went surprisingly well. Plague Engineers coming in. That on Vampire seems amazing. Path to Exile's coming in. Going down. Protection from White Knight. Going down. We can probably go down Invisible Stalker. A Scion of Draco. Yeah, I guess, well, Aladrami's Call is good. Yeah, Scion of Draco. Scion of Draco's abilities are nice, but I don't think they're super necessary against this deck. Well, okay. I mean, we're gonna keep this. A little awkward that we're all mana dorks, but it's a lot of Exalted triggers. A lot of Exalted triggers into Isshin. Ugh. All right, Scalding Dart. We would like to just draw another land. That would be super helpful. We need green. I guess green-red to help with Isshin. Ignoble Hierarch. Go. About it. It's a little pinged. Well, come on, land. If the Ignoble Hierarch dies and we don't draw land, we're super slow. All right, Gifted Aetherborn, sure. Opponent hits us down to 15. Land? Ooh, and we get the land. Okay, so Noble Hierarch. Windswept Heath, Kraket. Plains, and I think we got to get down the Night of Glory. Pass the turn. We got to be able to block this stuff. Opponent, Vampire Lacerator. Our secret tech, the Forgotten M13 uncommon tech. Looking good at the moment. Oh, Sorin, that's sketchy. What can they put into play? Oh, all right, gonna grow the Lacerator, sure. I mean, I think we get to kill the Sorin here, though. Opponent attacks and attacks. This Isshin's gonna be sweet. So we get to block. We take 2. I mean, we take even another land here, honestly. Prismatic Ending. So, Isshin. Ignoble Hierarch. Unfortunately, I think we do need to kill the Sorin. This Knight's gonna get huge. Wow. Maybe we should have just went face. This is gonna be like a 10-10 Night of Glory here. Isshin doing its thing. Yes. Well, we gotta kill the Sorin. It's too scary to let it live, but boy, we could have two-shot our opponent potentially. All right, hit ya. That's the power of Isshin and Exalted. About it. Bloodstained Maya. We even have a backup Isshin. Although the real draws were one land away from Sovereign. Gifted Etherborn. Blood Tithe Harvester. Opponent goes to combat. Oh, opponent GG'd. And opposed gives it up. That was a good Isshin win. That shows the power of Isshin with Exalted. That was turn 3, 10-10, Knight of Glory. We didn't know what was in our opponent's hand. We could have ignored the Sorin and just tried to two-shot with Knight of Glory. And we even had another Exalted trigger coming. Eldrazi Conscription wasn't going to be helpful. But yeah, and then eventually we could find the Sign of Drago. Well, I mean, that's Isshin power. Isshin Exalted. Play all the hierarchs and then get them. Sweet, sweet. Against the odds time, we are trying to Isshin up Eldrazi. Wait, Eldrazi up Isshin. That sounds interesting. In Modern. All right, well, no Isshin, but we got a bunch of Exalted stuff. The Sovereigns is a ways off, but opponent. Bloodstain Maya. Let's Windswept Teeth crack it. I think we're gonna get Breeding Pool and play the Hierarch. This does mean if Hierarch dies, we won't be able to play Scion of Draco next turn or anything. And there's always a chance with an untapped Bloodstained Mire or an unused Bloodstained Mire that opponent get a Bolt, Fatal Push, etc. I kind of want to see Sublime Archangel actually come down. It's just a one-up, but it seems sweet, especially with Isshin. Like if everything has Exalted, a lot of them multiple times, and a Isshin, that's probably going to turn a Noble Hierarch into a lethal threat or something. Opponent corrects a Bloodstained Mire. Stomping Grounds tapped. All right, so Hierarch not dead yet. Mountain and all right, so it's a Primeval Titan deck. Well, we'll see if we can be fast enough somehow before the Valakids get us. Mountain and opponent passes. Arid Mesa, crack it. Hopefully they don't kill this now. That would be so unfortunate. All right, get the Triome. Run out, Sign of Draco, go. Well, can we race them? Can we race the inevitable Valakutting? And Secure Tribalder, Oh, that can block and a door. Oh boy, okay. So that means they can get Primeval Titan with Indomitable Creativity. Yeah, we might be dead here. Play the land, Knight of Glory. Play Knight of Infamy. Go attacking, but our opponent does just get to chump sack here. Oh, no, never mind. This does have flying. So we do get in for 7. Disregard. Flying is buried under the domain text, but our opponent does get to play Primeval Titan potentially. Opponent, Cycle Sheltered Thicket. Are we dead? Opponent sacks, gets a forest. That looks like primetime mana. Ren. Okay, that's not primetime mana. Search for Tomorrow. Gets a mountain. Dwarven Mine. We might have a chance here. Gets back the land. Wow, this might be the Sublime Archangel win. This might be the Sublime Archangel win. Assuming our opponent doesn't have a Bolt. All right, so we play Noble Hierarch. Stomping Grounds untapped. Wow, it's going to pay off. Our one of fun of Sublime Archangel. Combat, attack you, get a few Exalted triggers. Hit you for 14! Hit you for 14! Hit you for 14! We got him? It worked? Racing Primeval Titan with Exalted. No, man, if we had Isshin, this thing would be like one-shotting. But even without the Isshin, Sublime Archangel, Exalted, double Exalted, double Exalted, double Exalted, double Exalted. Exalted. I'm glad that we have the one Sublime Archangel. I'm glad we added it. Totally worth. I mean, I guess our opponent could have some sort of removal spell that ruins our day. That was turn 4. That was turn 4. Without Isshin even. Unfortunately, it'd be sweeter with Isshin, but maybe Exalted's actually a good mechanic. Is our opponent salting out? I mean, I guess I can't blame him. Who loses to Sublime Archangel? And opponent scoops it up. Yes. All right. That was good. That was good. So how can we stop what our opponent's doing? Dovin's Veto Alpine Moon, I guess? Maybe the Paths? Prismatic Ending seems bad. Yeah, let's bring in the Path. So the downside of Path These knights are all bad, right? The protection not relevant. The downside of Path is it does give our opponent a land. The upside is it's an instant, which is huge. Because our opponent definitely indomitable creativity. So being able to hit like a token in response to creativity is a really big deal. Huh. One land, and it's tap. We're going to mulligan this. All right, go Rafik, I guess. Knight of Glory to the bottom. Okay, this is interesting. Triumphs for days is a little scary, but opponent, Boseiju, and Search for Tomorrows? Yup. Suspends it and passes. We could use an Alpine Moon. That would be the best. Well, Vern Catacombs, crack it. Get a Breeding Pool, untapped, and the Ignoblest of Hierarchs, go. Opponent taking down the Search for Tomorrows. Where's our Ishins? Opponent passes. Ignoble Hierarch. Noble Hierarch. We will play a Triome. Anger of the Gods makes us cry. Cry, cry, cry. And die. Die, die, die. No one expects a Rafik, but the Rafik's a clock. Right now we have 4 Exalted triggers, so we'd be able to attack for like, what, 8 with a Hierarch? All right, no anger. No anger of the Gods, please. Or Fury. Oh my god, Fury would be so bad. Oh boy, that's a lot of red mana. It looks like an Anger of the Gods. Okay, Dryad of the Ilson Grove. Slightly better than Anger of the Gods. Dwarven Mine. I mean, we still easily could be dead next turn. Oh god, and a Valakut. Okay, so. Oh, we're super. Yeah. All right. Alpine Moon off the top. Eldrazi's Call. Yeah. Well, now we're at the hope our opponent has nothing part of the game, which is, it's got to be literally nothing. No lands, no spells. That's asking for a lot. Like, we're dead to anything here. Explore. Valakut triggers. Kills the Pride Mage. Well, okay. Blow up the Dryad. Oh, boy. Okay. Well, that's still bad. All right, yeah, it's in for 1. A land would be interesting for Rafik. Opponent is down to 1 card. Isshin. Well, okay, we'd have to tap this for Isshin. Well, I guess we just green, white, blue, whatever. Run out Rafik. Go. Hope our opponent does not have Titans, or Creativities, or Scape Shifts. Getting rid of the Dryad does help. This dwarf token blocking might be an issue too. We don't have Trample, so that dwarf can just like stop a huge Rafik attack. Well, we gotta kill our opponent before prime time comes down. Prime time is the game ender here. The good news is our opponent, 1, 2, 3, only 3 mountains at the moment. So they are a bit away from Valakutting again, unless they find another Dryad. If they tank for 5 minutes and then play opponent. Come on now, bud. Buddy, come on now. Jeez. So having the prime time is one thing. That's expected. But our opponent did sit there and do nothing for like 5 minutes and then play prime time when we would have scooped if they just cast it. I don't know why they sat there for so long. And then I take that as a sign of disrespect. All right, we'll keep this. This hand is not anywhere near winning, but it has the Alpine Moon and the Dovin's Veto. Those are 2 of our best, 2 of our only sideboard cards. Actually, maybe our 2 only sideboard cards in this matchup. So those are good. Arid Mesa, crack it. What helps us cast Isshin the most? Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. Stomping Ground's untapped, and the Ignoblest of Hierarchs, go. So we're gonna need to draw action, but I like our sideboard cards. Those are good. When do we Alpine Moon? Probably when we can protect it with a counter at least. Are we getting bolted? Tisk Tisk, Stomping Grounds, untapped, and passes. Well, go to combat, hit you for 1. Maybe your opponent has a bad internet connection. They take a lot of time between a lot of plays. All right, opponent takes the 1. We'll play Windswept Heath, pass the turn. Mountain explores. And a mountain, and a bolt. All right, crack the Windswept Heath. Get a Triome. Well, I mean, Sovereigns is our big payoff if we can get to it. Now play the Plains, Alpine Moon, on Valakut the Molten Pinnacle, go. So in our perfect world, we draw like an Isshin, a Mana Dork, some sort of creature we can get down before the Sovereigns. In our Nightmare scenario, we draw more Eldrazi Conscriptions and cry Sacred Tribe Elder. I mean, our opponent could also just win with Primeval Titan fairly. Like, that's a thing. That's a thing that can happen. Search for tomorrows. So opponent's gonna have all the mana in the world. About a basis. Do they have the Primeval Titan? Sign of Draco is actually pretty good. Steam Vents, untapped. Scion of Draco. Okay, so we need 2 lands. We need 2 lands to get to the Sovereign, and we need to do it before we die. If Primeval Titan comes down, even with the Alpine Moon, we still could just die. The funny thing is, 2 opponents hit 16, so Sovereign's Scion, attack, Exalted, Conscription is 15. So technically at this point, our opponent would go to exactly 1. We really gotta hope our opponent just doesn't have the Primeval Titan and they're trying to like creativity into it or something. All right, opponent has awoken from their slumber. Gets a mountain. Search for tomorrow's ticking down. So opponent, I'm guessing, just has prime time. If you're on the creativity plan, you'd probably keep the Flame / the Scion of Draco. I think we got to keep that alive. This does mean we're shields down for opponent blowing up Alpine Moon, but okay, Dry to the Ilson Grove. Yep. Invisible Stalker. Well, we will play Invisible Stalker. Double hexproof thanks to Scion. Oh, if only we still had the Ignoble Hierarch, we'd be a mana away. Is there any way we can race a Primeval Titan? They probably also have Blast Zone they can tutor up with Primeval Titan to get rid of the Alpine Moon and then get Valakut's and win that way. I mean, if there's a downside to the Sovereign plan, it does cost 6 mana. And when your mana dorks die, 6 mana is a lot. This match has been painful. Not because of the matchup so much as because our opponent. We have played for 4 minutes, 53 seconds. Our opponent's at 21. I mean, our opponent's almost timing out in what has been games that went, what, turn 4, turn 5, something like that. Like, these are not long games. This is a match is taking like 20 minutes longer than it really should. But we're gonna assume our opponent's having internet problems. I will be a little disappointed if it ends this way. Like, at this point, I would rather lose because this would be a very unsatisfying, all right, opponent has decided to return. We will hit you for a 4. Down to 12. Opponent untaps, gets a land, plays Primeval Titan. Well, we'll see if they got a Blast Zone. If they don't have a Blast Zone, there's some chance we can race. That Scion hit is big because it does mean that 1 attack with a Sovereign out should do it. Oh, okay. Well, this is interesting. Does this mean we're dead? This is gonna mean we have to draw an untap land, right? And we win, most likely. Oh, come on, deck. There's a Valakut, triggers. Shoots us. I guess they could have Scape Shift. If their last card Scape Shift, they got us. All right, untap land, untap land, untap land, untap land. Oh, we top deck a Conscription. Oh, that is the worst. That is literally the exact opposite of what we wanted. Oh no, Magic Gods. We had a chance too. We just needed a land for the Conscription kill. Opponent untaps. Now Primeval Titan is 1,000,000% lethal. Fetch land. It's Scion. Okay. I mean, this Invisible Stalker is still lethal if we draw land for Sovereigns. And our opponent's going at our face. Dwarven Mine makes a dork. Hits us, or hits the Scion. Come on, deck. Untap land. Untap land. You can do a Magic Gods. Any untap land for the hilarious kill. Come on. Oh, that's not it. Play the Hierarch. Hit you for 2. Oh no! Opponent untaps. Goes to combat. Oh, now our opponent started playing at a reasonable pace now that their clock is almost at 0. So if we don't block, we die to a fetch land. If we do block, we need to top deck a land. And we need to be careful of, oh my goodness, do we have to block? We still have a decent number of lands. Most of them would be untapped, although some are gonna cost a bunch of life. Yeah, I think we got to block because we go to 6. Yeah, I think we got to block. 2 lands would also kill us if we don't block. Double land drops with Dryad. Wow, this game ended up being super close. Oh, I really want the Invisible Stalker kill. Yeah, I think we got to block. The other problem is they could always shoot down the Ignoble Hierarch anyway. So we go to 8. Well, it's all going to come down to this. Can we draw an untap land? Opponent Oh, all right. So opponent has some sort of combo kill to win the game, like Scape Shift. If we had drawn a land instead of the Ignoble Hierarch, we had him. Opponent, Valakut, double triggers, down to 2, land drop, lethal. So I guess it didn't matter if we blocked or didn't block since our opponent drew the wish. Yeah, that's a good draw. Oh, okay. Okay, so we need a green fetch land. Oh my god. Verdant Catacombs crack it. Forest. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It might be happening. Sovereigns of the Lost Alara? Attack you? Oh no. One left in the deck. One left in the deck. Oh my god, what a win. What a win. What a win. That made it worth sitting through that incredibly slow match. Oh my goodness. I mean, so maybe we got unlucky that we didn't draw the land earlier, but we definitely got lucky at the end because we were low enough on life that we couldn't fetch out a shock. So it had to be exactly either our one forest or a green fetch land to get the forest, and we got it. No wish in that game, but it's not every day you see a Invisible Stalker annihilate away Scape Shift, Titan Shift, whatever. Well, sweet, 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 sweet. Against the odds time. Ooh, we are mulliganing away 2 conscriptions. All right, this is fine. This is fine. Not super close to conscriptions, but I mean, Pride Mage into Isshin. Probably put an Isshin to the bottom and then keep the ending. Could work. It's possible. We'll put one of the Ishins to the bottom. And opponent's going to 5. Oh my god, are we getting Troned? Whenever our opponent goes to 5, I assume it's Tron. All right, boom, Triumph, go. So this is what? Mardu colors? Inquisition, okay. Well, opponent's going to 5, but does not have Tron by the looks. Could be Coffers. Coffers plays a bit like Tron, takes a Pride Mage. Ooh. Wait, let's think about this. So we need green, blue. Do we have a breeding pool? Yeah, sorry, breeding pool. Well, this is fine. Although the bad news is this does mean we have to wait a turn before we get Isshin down. But Sign of Draco's that's a body. Inquisition. Takes Isshin. All right, well, we weren't going to get it down anyway. Go, Sign of Draco. Oh, okay. So Sovereigns, if we can get to it, is absurd, but it's a lot of mana. Hit you for 4 past the turn. Liliana would be a blowout. Opponent, Goyf. Well, we can kill that. Play the Plains. Ending the Goyf. Actually, you know what? We should probably just attack, right? Yeah, let's attack first. Maybe our opponent blocks. We are going to ending the Goyf, though. They have so much discard. Pass the turn. Put it down to 12. Untaps. Let's thin the deck. Get another Triome. Untap. Well, we are 1 land away from Sovereigns, which is absurd. Oh, okay. Well, we are 0 lands away from Sovereign. We're going to cast it right now. This does mean it has to live for a turn. But if it does, it's better when we play it and just immediately attack with something else. But all right, Sovereigns, go. Can you kill it again? Please don't go land Liliana. That would make us very sad. Opponent. Land, but can't Liliana. Not the right colors. Can you kill the Sovereigns? Opponent passes. Well, go to combat. Attack. Trigger. Conscription. Do you have removal now? Dead. Got him. Okay. Well, our opponent managed to kill many of our Ishins, but in the end, the Sovereigns came through. Okay, so opponent's playing Golgari, I guess. Is there anything we want against this deck? We could bring in like Path. Rest in Peace, probably not. Alpine Moon. Cards that would be interesting would probably be like Path or Teferi, just for value. So pro white doesn't seem very good. Pro black is fine. Yeah, let's go up 2 paths and just run it like that. That's fine. We didn't get the double trigger with the Sovereigns, but that was still a win. That's still a win. That is Sovereign's power, and that's like as bad as Sovereigns can be. It's so much better when we can immediately just have something on the battlefield and then play the thing. Well, we're gonna keep this. So I'm for our opponent and Inquisition. Well, there goes Eldrazi's Call. So we should be able to get proper triomes to... Okay, so we play this, we get Savi Triome, and then we can Scion next turn. Tagmuna. All right, well, crack this, get a Triome. Untap. Breeding Pool, and Sign of Draco. Go. We did want this Eldrazi's Call, but opponent untaps. I get all kinds of land troubles over there. Pass it. Oh, Rafik. Rafik could be pretty good. Qasali Pride Mage. Temple Garden tapped. Hit you for 5. We might be able to win this one commander style. Opponent goes to 15. Rafik is pretty sweet. Opponent, Verdant Catacombs, cracks it. Gets the green mana, but what do you got to go with it? There's the Liliana. Opponent ticks down. We'll sack the Qasali Pride Mage. Isshin. Well, Windswept Teeth. Crack Windswept Teeth. Red, white, black. And we'll take Sacred Foundry untapped. Blue, green, white, whatever. Rafik. Go to combat. Hit ya for 10. And Rafik has Hexproof Trample Vigilance now, thanks to the Scion. And then Isshin can come down and, oh my god, quadruple strike. About it. We don't really care too much about Liliana ticking up because we can discard Eldrazi Conscription. Problem our opponent has is they really need to kill both of these, right? Because if they don't kill Scion, then we just attack with the Rafik, and that's still lethal with Trample and Hexproof and Vigilance and Double Strike. So they need to be able to like kill the Scion and then kill the Rafik. And we also have the Isshin just to double up double up the Exalted, double up the Double Strike, not that does much, to Armagoyf. Ticks up. Well, we'll discard a Conscription. I think we can still win here. We'll see. All right, so they kill this. Okay, that doesn't work the way they want. We definitely win here. Opponent passes. So we play white. Oh, we didn't even get to play the Isshin. Well, that was a good win. That was a good win. That was the Rafik win. Sweet. Much ado about nothing time. We are playing some Isshin Conscription, trying to exalt our way to victory with Isshin and Exalted Triggers and Sovereigns of the Lost Alara. Ragavan. Well, Verdant Catacombs. Crack Verdant Catacombs. Breeding Pool. Untapped. The noblest of hierarchs go. The monster of the format. Is it Murktide? Can we keep up? Does our hierarch live? Are we dead already? Oh boy. Dragon Rage Channeler. Oh no, and then kill Noble Hierarch? Well, we've been Modern Horizon 2'd. Look at this. Modern Horizon 2, Modern Horizon 2, Modern Horizon 2, Modern Horizon 2. It's basically a block constructed deck. Opponent hits us. Except the block is Modern Horizons 2, which isn't actually a real block. Opponent takes our Eldrami's Call. Passes. We will play a Knight of Glory. Boom, got him. Hopefully you got some black cards. Opponent untaps. What other Modern Horizons 2 cards could our opponent play? Hey, Modern Horizon 2. I mean, isn't this... to me, this is a sign... Oh, okay, that's not Modern Horizons 2. We found one. To me, this is a sign that the Modern Horizons 2 was a bit too good. In Standard, it's not unheard of to have one set, have a block constructed deck, essentially, that just is good enough to compete in the entire format. On the other hand, in Modern, that is unheard of. There's 20 years of Magic the Gathering cards. 20 years. And I don't think you should have one set, especially a new set, that is dominating the format to such a great extent. Like that can't be good, right? That has to be considered unhealthy. Opponents going off. Cracks Bobble. I mean, we're super dead. Still going. Scalding Tarn. Gets an island. Passes the turn. Draws an extra card. Boom. Take that, monkey. See, we can Modern Horizons 2-2. I'm not even 100% sure Ragavan's the best one to hit here. Well, doesn't matter anyway. All right. Yeah, we'll just concede. Well, Modern Horizons 2. It's a Magic set. We just don't have enough Modern Horizons 2 cards. Path to Exile in. Not both of our knights are bad in this matchup. We can bring in the Rip, I guess. Bring in the Rip. Maybe Plague Engineer? Can that do anything? Teferi, I guess, maybe. Teferi can bounce a Murktide. That's something. That's something, right? I mean, maybe we go down the Sublime Archangel here. Seems unlikely that that's going to work in this matchup. Just too much removal that can kill it with Unholy Heats and Lightning Bolts and whatever. We'll try it like this. I mean, Path gives us a couple of answers. Modern Horizons 2. We need that City in a Bottle. Modern Horizons 2 City in the Bottle. That would be the best. So this makes what? Green, black, white. So I think we Arid Mesa, crack it for a Stomping Grounds, untapped. If our opponent kills our Noble Hierarch, they're not playing a 1-drop. If they play a 1-drop, they're not killing our Hierarch, and we can play Sign of Draco, Spire, Bluff Canal, Dragon Rage Channeler. All right, so play the Triome. Oh, we can't play it yet, can we? Indeed, we can't. Yeah, we need one more turn. So we can play it next turn. Yeah, we don't have all the colors. So I guess we just pass and leave up our path? I don't really just want a path right now. Giving our opponent a land's also bad. Steam Vents. Untapped. Even more Dragon Rage Channelers. Well, I mean, I guess we try to at least get rid of one of them. If we wait, then our opponent double surveils and those things just go off. So opponent, gets a land, gets a Dragon Rage, passes. I'll play Arid Mesa. Prismatic Ending, Dragon Rage Channeler. Opponent's going to consider to surveil. Well, I mean, there is a world where we stick this Sovereigns of the Lost Alara. We haven't seen an Isshin in this game. Grab another Triome. Actually, do we want the Triome? We don't have blue, so we need blue. So we got to take Steam Vents. All right, take the Steam Vents tapped. Sign a Draco, go. Opponent did consider into 3 card types, so they're pretty close to Unholy Heat. Opponent considers. Mills a land. All right, still 3 card types. Opponent passes. Another Sovereign. So we'll play the Plains, go to combat, attack you. I mean, there's a world where our opponent taps out and, okay, considers. Still 3 card types. Okay. I feel like our opponent's trying to turn on Unholy Heat and just not quite getting there. I'll pass the turn. There is a world where we steal with Sovereigns. Would be easier if our opponent tapped out. Wow, every consider. Mills. Another, okay, so literally all the considers are gone. Unholy Heat's still not on though. Ragavan, opponent passes. We draw land. Prismatic Ending. Go to combat, attack ya. So it's like the boringest way to win, if it happens. Opponent drops to 8. Well, we will Prismatic Ending Ragavan. Attempt to. No, opponent has a counter spell. Looks like, yeah. All right, counter spell. Modern Horizons 2, by the way, just saying. About it, Adept. Expressive Iteration. Should have been in Modern Horizons 2. What do we find? So this is the sorcery they needed, right? So now Unholy Heat's on, they find a bauble, they play a bauble, goes attacking, gets a treasure. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. Yeah, so we get monkeyed. Opponent steals a land that we actually really wanted. Cracks a bauble to take a peek. Yeah, killed our Scion. Oh, God. We draw. Well, opponent draws, actually. We draw Misty Rainforest. Well, Misty Rainforest. Crack Misty Rainforest. Get a forest. We needed the creature. We needed it 1 turn earlier. So we can try to play the Sovereigns, but we don't have anything to attack with because our opponent, Expressive Iteration into turning on Unholy Heat. So close. Well, no Isshin anyway, so I guess either way, we didn't exactly do what we wanted. Win or lose. Oh, all right, opponent. Another counter spell goes to combat, gets in with the stupidest of monkeys. Steals a Rest in Peace. Probably not playing that one. Here comes a 8/8 flyer for 2. Opponent passes. Sovereigns of the Lost Alara. And, I mean, we can try to play it. I think we're just dead, though. Boom. Sovereigns of the Lost Alara. I mean, we're dead to literally anything. Opponent adapts. Woo! Well, that was quick. Fair enough. I mean, that game was close, but it's just Modern Horizons 2. It's a very, very strong set. Today we learned, actually we learned that a long time ago, but really the Murktide deck, I mean, to me, this is like a testament to the brokenness of that set. Modern Horizons, Modern Horizons, Modern Horizons, Modern Horizons, Modern Horizons. So that's 20 non-land cards. So essentially almost half of the non-land cards are from a set. That's over the top. That's over the top for a format like Modern where you just have, there's so many sets. There's so many sets in Modern that if you were going to distribute the amount of playable cards by set, there'd be like 1 card per set or something in each deck on average. So having 20 from one set is just so many. On to the next one. We didn't get to do that game, but maybe next time. Against the odds time. We are seeing if we can get our opponent with Isshin. Turn it into Eldrazi perhaps. In this hand, I mean, we can ramp into the Sovereign, which is sweet. Oh my god. Tron. Okay. Well, Expedition map, turn 3 Tron. Well, I don't know if we can race. Ooh, there's Isshin. All right, well, stomping around Mana Dork. We'll see. Our opponent probably has turn 3 Tron, which I don't know if we can beat that, but we're going to try. Opponent. Oh. Okay, blue Tron. Well, that means we got to play around counters, but it does mean Tron's probably going to be slower. Well, I'd like to play Isshin. We got to watch out for Consider. So I think we have to play off curve and play the Hierarch. Consider is like one of the key cards. If you're on the play against Mono Blue Tron, get in with the Ignoblifts of Hierarchs. If you're on the play against Blue Tron, it's often worth it to try to play off curve to avoid getting got. Because Consider is like a 4 of in Blue Tron usually. Opponent. Gonna crack the map. Sure. I mean, this hand, if we can avoid getting counters, this is like kind of the nut draw. I don't know if we can, but if we can, we get to Isshin into Sovereigns into the best Isshin of all time. Relic, that's fine. We do not care about the graveyard. Opponent passes. Well, crack the Arid Mesa. Get a Triumph. Probably Indith is fine. Opponent, yeah. Get rid of the fetch, sure. We don't care. Well, I mean, even without double Sovereigns, all right, we get 2 shots at it. Even without the Sovereign, Isshin's gonna be sweet here because it doubles the Exalted trigger. So we're gonna be able to hit for 4 with just the Ignoble Hierarch, which is kinda sweet. Like, that's the backup plan of the deck. Play Isshin, our entire deck is full of Exalted triggers. Okay, repeals a mana. This does nothing. Sure, we'll float the mana, opponent bounces. I mean, I guess it lets our opponent draw a card, so it does something, but we can just replay it with its mana. And then get in with the Hierarch. Isshin, double Exalted. Opponent, down to 14. Well, this is where we hope our opponent taps out. If our opponent taps out here, we got it. We got it in spectacular form. Tap out, please. We got the Isshin. We got the mana for the Sovereigns. Oh, this would be so good. Hopefully they know. They could also just go like Tron Ugin and okay, no Tron. That's not. Oh my God, they're tapping out. Yes, okay. That's a Karn, but they got no mana. Oh, we got it. We did it. Oh, the best Isshin of all time. We made the best Isshin of all time. Opponent. Tutors with Karn, we don't care. The game is about to end to the Sovereigns of the Lost Alara and the Isshin. All right, opponent, engineered explosives. That would be good if you were alive next turn, but you won't be. Yeah, oh, this is turn 4. I think this is literally as fast as our deck can win. Arid Mesa, crack Arid Mesa. Okay, yes, exile or fetch land, sure. Actually, we need blue mana, so get blue mana. Yeah, Sovereigns of the Lost Alara. It's happening. Go to combat, attack with Isshin at our opponent. A huge pile of triggers. So 6 Exalted, 2 Sovereigns triggers to tutor up auras. Oh, this is so good. Sovereigns. Yes. We will say yes. We will get Eldrazi Conscription. Sovereigns will say yes. Eldrazi Conscription number 2. Oh, this is the best Isshin ever. Let the Exalted triggers resolve. That is a 29-30 Annihilator 2 trampling Isshin. Got him! Yes! Okay, that was the dream. It finally came together. Whoo! So what did we learn this week about Exalted Isshin Conscription in Modern? And overall, we lost that last match. You only saw game 1 where we got Tron, but we got Tron in game 2 and game 3. Wasn't very entertaining. We just kind of lost to Ugin super quick. So overall, that gave us a record of 3-3, a 50% win rate, which for an against the odds deck in Modern, we will take it. And the deck, it functioned pretty well. We got some hilarious kills with the deck. We got to see Isshin go off. Like, Isshin, in the right scenario with all this Exalted stuff, is actually super, super powerful. And no one expects Sovereign of Lost Alaris. I was also pretty impressed. I mean, I guess we got to see the good and bad of Sovereigns. Like, the good is, it won a lot of games out of nowhere. Just like drop the Sovereign, attack, tutor out the Conscriptions, hopefully 2 with Isshin, and kill you on the spot. On the other end, we did see some games where it kind of got stuck in our hand forever and we couldn't actually get it on the battlefield. So the games where we actually managed to cast it, it was really good. But then its expense did become a problem at some points. But I think the deck is, I mean, it's functional and it's fun and it embraces Isshin in kind of a different way. We've never played an Exalted tribal deck, and I gotta say, stacking up a ton of Exalted creatures is actually a pretty effective way to kill opponents. Like, our stuff just gets so huge. Our random protection knights were pretty relevant. We got to see Rafik double strike be relevant. We got a Sublime Archangel kill. So we kind of did everything we were hoping to do with the deck. So is Exalted Isshin Conscription like a top tier competitive deck? Nah, I don't think so. This isn't Breaking Modern or anything like that. On the other hand, I think it's good enough that you can have fun with this at F&M, catch some people by surprise with your sovereigns, or just make huge things with Isshin. So if you want a different way to play Isshin, I think it's a fun, like, semi-competitive option. But anyway, that's Exalted Isshin Conscription. That's been our Against the Odds for this week. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you soon.